Welcome back, guys, to Keys to Success. My name is Kurt Garcelle. I'm here with North Haven CrossFit, and today we're going to go over the split jerk. We're going to talk about technique, we're going to talk about positioning, we're going to talk about some do's and don'ts. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. All right, so let's talk about some basic positioning and setup. This is where a lot of things could go wrong, but if you have a good foundation, it'll set us up for success for the rest of the lift. So realistically, in my position, I want to keep my feet right underneath my hips. A lot of times we talk about the power position. All right, if our feet are too wide, you think about taking a max broad jump. If my feet are too wide, I'm not gonna have enough power. If my feet are too narrow, I'm still not gonna have enough power. I want myself in a good power position so that I can explode, and that's exactly what we're gonna do through the lift. All right, but what I see a lot of times is our first reaction is to dip our knees forward. All right, realistically, if I were to dip my knees forward in anything, any kind of power movement, I'm setting myself up for failure. So if I want to jump as far as I possibly can, and this is my first reaction, where is my power? No, I need to load my hips backwards in a position so that I can generate power through the hips. All right, so if you think about jumping and you think about exploding, all right, I'm going up, up, up in a position of power. So think hips back first, before, all right, your knees bend. So again, what to do? We drive our hips back forward in a power position. What not to do is drive our knees in front of our toes. We lose that power position. All right, so let's talk about the up. In a split jerk, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get the barbell straight over my head. I want you to think I have max load on the bar right now. So with max load, I don't want to push the bar out in front of me, which is another mistake I see all the time. I want that barbell to come up, straight up. I get my head out of the way, and then I want to get my head through the window. I know I'm not split jerking, I'm just showing you a little bit of the bar path. But again, I dip drive, I come up, my head comes out of the way, I drop underneath it, my head is through the window. I'm supporting the weight with my shoulders. One of the biggest reasons why I don't see people succeed, especially a max lift, is they're afraid to fail. All right, if I'm staring at the bar just like I just did and the bar's out in front of me, I'm so nervous that I can't commit fully to the lift. Weightlifting is one of those things that if you don't commit, then you won't reach your maximum potential. So you have to feel confident and you have to know that you're gonna get to the position that you need to be in order to lift that weight successfully. So what do I mean by that? All right, when I bring that bar up and I drive through and get my head through the window, the bar is technically right behind my ears, which is a scary position because that's a lot of weight to be over your head. But again, if I'm here, my muscles can't hold that weight in position because all the weight is in forward. So think about your body in three planes. There's the front plane, there's the middle plane, and there's the back plane. The middle plane is where all your stability is. The front plane, you can't sustain it because you're holding it's just with all muscle, all right? In the back plane, it's just gonna drop behind you. But if in that middle plane, I'm able to get my skeleton stacked over my body to support that weight. So foot positioning is a big thing as well, all right? When it comes to the split jerk, there's a couple things we need to know. Number one, my front foot is slightly inward, all right? I don't want it outside and I don't want it too far in. I just have a slight bend to the inside that keeps me nice and stable. If you notice my back foot, it's almost like it's on a runner's block, all right? I'm not tilted to the side and I'm not out like this. I'm straight up and down with a slight knee bend. This is key. You don't want to be completely extended and you don't want to be in a lunge because now I'm using muscles. I want to be in a nice tight position and able to support that weight. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about is our foot position and how to recover from the lift. Once we're overhead in a nice wide position, all right, I want to be able to get myself back to center to complete the lift. So what do? All right, it's always front foot back, back foot up. All right, what that allows me to do is not move the barbell from overhead. So if, for instance, I were to just bring my foot back, that would move the barbell. It would have to, the whole entire weight would have to shift backwards. So I want to meet the barbell in the middle. So front foot back foot up, full stance. All right, guys, if you have any questions about the split jerk, if you have any questions at all, make sure you drop them in the comments below. Hit subscribe because we're going to be coming out with some more videos, some more tidbits. All right, once again, we'll see you next week.